If you share my distaste for the Chrome browser, well, welcome. The world needs more people like you, but the world also needs alternatives. So I've got a list of the best browser options. Whether you want more privacy, less AI, more aesthetics, more simplicity, or just a good mobile browser, don't worry, I got you. A better privacy alternative for Chrome is Brave browser. I have been saying it for years and I'll keep saying it. Brave is as transparent as you can get, and while it's Chromium based, it removes all the nasty Google bits. Plus, it's an absolute beast against ads, trackers, and cookies. Also, while most Chromium based browsers took a hit from the Manifest v3 update, aka Google's war with ad blockers, Brave officially developed a bypass. So yes, uBlock Origin will still work on this one. Brave has a bunch of features too, mostly to further boost privacy and security, but understandably, some are there to make money and keep this browser afloat. So you can see stuff like crypto wallets, AI, and Brave rewards. None of this is forced on you, but there's a Brave Origin version that lets you get these out of sight forever. $60 is a pretty hefty fee, but given that it's one time only, I'm not that mad about it. Plus, it is completely free for Linux users. Just saying, it is time to embrace the path of the penguin. Now, if you're the kind of guy or gal who wants a private browser and passionately hates AI, let me introduce you to Tor, because it shares your views. Tor browser creators announced that they're removing AI features due to privacy concerns, and for now, there are no plans to introduce AI anytime soon. The browser is as private as possible. It routes the connection through several points across the globe called nodes, making it pretty much impossible to trace. It does come at the cost of a slow connection, but it is not unbearably slow. However, when it comes to privacy, a lot of it is still in your hands, so you might want to read their blog post with the do's and don'ts if anonymity is your goal. Now, AI haters, take a breather, because some AI browsers deserve attention. Not Atlas, thank God I don't have to talk about that one anymore, but if you really want to see what the AI browser hype is all about, Comet has the assistant sidebar through which it can answer questions, explain concepts, describe images, and compare info across multiple tabs. It basically digests it all for you. You can also let it compose emails, fill forms, schedule meetings, even engage with content and make purchases. I would be very careful with that though. AI assistants can be a huge vulnerability if you give them all of your personal data. But otherwise, this is a pretty good early example of hands-free browsing. There's another AI browser option I tested out too, Norton Neo. It's developed by the company behind Norton Antivirus. Within it, you get an assistant for web search, which can summarize pages, help you write and organize your tabs, and all without being super intrusive. But it's still relatively new, so you can expect to encounter some bugs or not quite polished features. What about aesthetic or organizational browsers? For that, we have a few regs: Zen, Vivaldi, or specifically for Mac users, Sigma OS. Zen browser lets me customize individual websites, from changing colors to hiding or zapping individual elements like sidebars or ads. I think this Zen browser customization is pretty impressive. You can make this browser truly sleek. The Vivaldi browser is another great option. No best browser for PC list would be complete without it. You can customize everything in there: layout, buttons, themes, menus, gestures, shortcuts, even multi-action macros. It can be overwhelming at first, but just start small and explore as you go. And Sigma OS, the one only Mac users will have access to, is basically for the type A people. Your tabs become like tasks in a to-do list. You can mark them done once they're complete, or lock them to keep them around. I also really like the Magic theme, which adapts Sigma OS's colors to match the website I'm on. What about mobile users though? Just get Brave. Seriously, it's good everywhere. But if that's not to your taste, I'd also suggest Firefox. The ability to have desktop style extensions on Android is just, perfect. But you can also go for Firefox Forks. Firefox Focus for minimalism, WaterFox for privacy and speed, and IronFox for double emphasis on privacy. If you've heard of Mole, it was discontinued, but Iron Fox is the legacy. Now let's talk about potential candidates that might make this list next time, or crash and burn to never be seen again. You know, we just don't know yet, do we? Aside is an AI browser that is likely to do the latter. The premise is pretty cool. It's built for autonomously completing tasks, filling out forms, and managing data on your behalf. But listen to this. Give it your passwords, browsing history, and browser context? Come on, man, that just rubs me the wrong way. Ladybird is another browser I wanted to mention. Not often do we encounter a browser engine built completely from scratch. Not on Chromium, not on Gecko that powers Firefox and its many forks. This is a completely new kid in town. It's built on donations, and they're not selling out influence on what the browser will become. For now, I can't say that much about it. I'm still watching the alpha version for Mac and Linux, but it's for sure a promising alternative browser to Chrome in the future. Comment your favorite Chrome browser alternatives below, guys and gals, and thank you for sticking around. And let me know if you like or would like to see any specific best browser reviews or comparisons or anything else. I am at your disposal. Cheers. I'll see you next time.